in 2025. Good morning. It's still Hello Port Harcourt right here on 92.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Jude Omamegbe. It's always a pleasure. The final week of January, and what a month it has been. For those of you who are still here with us, who are still listening, who are still, with the family and the loved ones that you hold dear, I'd like to tell you, you have done well. But whilst we are very pleased with the fact that we are still alive and we're still kicking, despite whatever challenges that you are facing, let's not forget that there are some people who are not so fortunate. It takes a lot, and there's something that I learned yesterday I'd like to share with you. So, I saw a video of somebody who says nothing bad happens to him. He lost his father. He said, well, after his grandfather died, he felt that his grandfather was watching him from heaven. So it wasn't a bad thing. When he lost a job, he felt as though that the new job he got was the next place for him to learn something new. So losing the other job wasn't a bad thing. And he went on and on. And I sat down listening to this man and said, I wish I could be like that. Maybe I should be like that. We take a lot of things very personal. And sometimes in doing so, we fail to let our light really shine. Now, I am reminded about this lovely poem I used to love to share with you on Hello Port Harcourt about 2 years ago. That was a period when we used to read poetry every single time we come on the show. And before we get to this next conversation, indulge me to do the same again. Just in case you have forgotten, just in case you are somewhere right now, you're not quite certain how to do what you need to do. Everybody keeps saying, just start. Marianne Williamson, she wrote this in a book, A Return to Love. Our deepest fears is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Ladies and gentlemen, the last conversation is a heavy one. And it's a question that I ask you to contemplate on very honestly. You see, the Anambra state government has announced the termination of the Monday sit-at-home in the state with immediate effect. Now, the State Universal Basic Education Board issued the directive in a statement signed by Egbemena Loveline, he warned errant civil servants, staff, both tutorial and non-tutorial, who fail to attend school or the office on Mondays will either receive 20% of their salary or forfeit it entirely. My question is this. Do you think the Anambra state government has done enough to stop the sit-at-home? You see, when this started, it took a while to get a foothold. Unfortunately, for those of you who frequent the East or who are listening to me from the East or who are from the East but you're listening to me from the diaspora, you would know that at some point in time it became very deadly in the enforcement of the sit-at-home. Now, no matter where your sensitivities or your loyalties lie in this conversation, killing people, destroying businesses, kidnapping them, because some people were held against their will because of an idea was likely pushing it too far. Don't forget, every human being has a right of association. Every human being. The same way not all Ijaws are Christian, it's the same way not all Northerners are Muslim. You have a right to association. And so the sit-at-home sadly led to cases where people who were traveling on a Saturday or on a Sunday from Lagos or Abuja, and maybe their vehicle got stranded or got badly damaged from bad roads, had to stay somewhere, had to find a place to sleep, because if they were to move into Anambra State or any part of the East during the Monday 24-hour period, they could be harmed. And some, sadly, were harmed. Somebody has an emergency because your baby is to be born on Monday, but because of this sit at home, some people could not. They were prevented from doing so because of an order. But now the government has said, stop it. We don't want this. It's rubbish. It's counterproductive. The idea was a form of protest against the federal government, because obviously if you sit at home, you lose money. But now that, it has gone on for so many a year now, has it really worked? And once again, like I said, the right of association was heavily impeded on. Heavily. It was an assumption that everybody wanted whatever the statute was meant to effect, which was a fallacy, if we're honest. But has the state government secured Anambra enough? Is there enough belief in the response to any breakout? Do you think the people feel very safe to come out on a day like this? Today is a Monday. So if you're listening to us from Anambra State, or if you know somebody who's in Anambra State, call them, ask them, did they go to work today?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
08179230002, 08179230007, 08179230002, 08179230003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH. Then please send us a message. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Do you think the Anambra State government has done enough to stop the sit-at-home order? Let's find out from you. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please. Can you turn off your radio set, please?
Yes, I'm asking. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just came in to Port Harcourt from Anambra.
Oh, today?
No, just a week ago.
A week ago. Okay, that's
yes. So it's not the first time the Anambra State government is saying that. And so the greatest surprise is that even the police that used to be on the road on ordinary day doesn't come out on Monday. Who then would they compare to come out?
But this time around, they're saying it's very serious, and they're warning, particularly for those who are meant to be in school, that if you don't come out, you won't get your salary.
They've said that before. And it doesn't take any effect. Even the government worker don't used to do. If police wouldn't be on the road, how much more an ordinary Nigerian or an Anambra or whatever? So they have to lead by example by when they say something like that, let there be police all around the road.
Back to the question. I think you've already answered. You don't believe that the Anambra State government has done enough to stop the sit-at-home order. Okay, so do me a favor. Let's put this to the test. All right, you are in Port Harcourt right now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to let you go. If I'm sure you have friends and relatives in maybe Onitsha or Oka.
Yes.
Can you place a call and then ask them if people are outside, then call us back or send us a message? Can you do that, please?
Okay, I can do that. But the particular place that we have to find out if it's really taking effect is the market open.
That's the main market, Onitsha main market.
Yes, that's where you know that the movement is active. If the market is open, if the main market is open, if the Chanja market is open, that is where you know that, yes, government has taken action and people have to go by that.
Okay, all right, so let's do that now. Help us call, find out for your friends if a main market in Onitsha is open. Do you have our WhatsApp number?
No.
Can I call the WhatsApp number for you, please? I would love to get to hear response.
Okay, my WhatsApp number.
No. I mean I'd like to give you our WhatsApp number. So can I call it out for you, please?
Okay, call it out.
Okay, all right. Our Nigeria Info WhatsApp number for you and indeed everybody is 0809. Do I continue?
Yes, continue.
Okay, so the number is 0809 030 6416.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
I'll give you the feedback.
All right. So just call, send us a message on WhatsApp, and I'll share with everybody who's listening to us this morning. Okay?
It's all right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, this one says, Jude, good morning. Truth be told, that sit-at-home order was just a slap to everybody as a human in all of the states. How do you tell somebody when there's nothing really serious going on to stay at home? Lives were lost. Businesses obviously lost money. Some would say it is part of the risk to get what you want. But at whose expense? At whose expense? Go and ask the people in the villages, those of them who couldn't move around, those of them who could not get to the hospitals, those of them who, because of this, had to spend money just to leave a day or two before. It is very unfair. I believe this has done more harm than good to the people of the East, talking about the sit-at-home. Anyway, we'll get back to you after this break. me personally, and indeed a lot of people who I've had this conversation with over the years, with a sense of sadness. Yes, everybody on this planet has a right to protest. Everybody has a right to say, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that, and I should be able to have my voice heard. However, in the bid to, as it were, get your points passed across, fine lines shouldn't be crossed. And many say the sit-at-home order prevalent in the East actually did. In its nascent period, it led to the lives of some individuals being lost. It led to properties being damaged, cars being smashed, burned in some instances. Now, over the past couple of years, it has actually reduced, right? But a lot of people still don't go out on a Monday. In fact, on Monday it's like an extension of the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is still a weekend. That's the way it now looks like in the East. But most people, most businesses would avoid traveling or movement around the East during the Mondays. But like I said, in the past 2 years, it's kind of like reduced. But now, just in case you missed it, and the reason is, it has affected school and offices in the area. And so they said, look, if you don't come to work, we will pay you only 20% of your salary. Or in some cases, we will not even pay you because you're meant to come to school. You're meant to come teach. We don't want to have disruption of services, particular educational services, any longer in our state. Now, my question is this. The primary reason why this statute was very effective wasn't just because a lot of people accepted and participated. It was because there was a threat to lives and property. And let's not mince word about it. I'm not trying to paint anything black that isn't. I'm not trying to make it darker than it was. It was a very clear and present danger in its nascent form. But like I said, in the past 2 years, it's kind of like reduced. But now, come to school, come to work on Mondays. Sit at home. Let's not risk it. The government is saying, if you don't come, we will not pay. Is that enough? Has the Anambra state government actually done enough? And maybe if you listen to me anywhere in the East, of the states, Enugu State, Abia State, Imo State, have they done enough to end the sit-at-home order?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, that is where you find it. Just send us a message there. All right, to call us and have a conversation, please use these numbers: 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. We have Zion on the line. Johnson sent us a message on WhatsApp. Johnson, I'll read your message shortly. Let's get to say hello to Zion. And we have another caller on standby. Mr. Zion, we'll give you 2 minutes. Go on, please.
Thank you, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
I said, and I want to reiterate, as long as we have these crops of individuals who are less educated and cannot protect Nigerians are thrown in the corridors of power, Nigeria will keep losing a lot. Financially, manpower, resources, mention it. The sit at home was adhered not because of the love of the whole agitation, but because the government cannot protect the people. It's not for the love of education. They find out that their government cannot protect them. So all they need to do is to surrender to the agitation. And it's only here in Nigeria such thing can happen. Sir, if we have educated people in the corridors of power, they would have engaged the agitation. They would have gone in total, and the sit at home will never suffice. They would have generated or created a workroom. That workroom is to engage every factor of the agitation. If properly you raise up a faction against the same agitation, that is what government do.
Okay.
What government does.
All right. So do you think the government now that it has come out again to say if you don't come to work, you don't go to school, you will not be paid? Is that enough to make people?
That is to show that the government is a bully. The government cannot face the truth. You are forcing them to go. Have you given them security?
Oh, I see.
If those people who are carrying out the agitation tend to engage your workers now, can you protect them? Do you have ambulances for them? Do you have the military and security cover for them to go to work? As they are going to work, can you guarantee, even as they go to work, if anything happens to them, what measure do you put in place now to compensate? We lost a lot of people in this agitation. My place of work, we work 2 policemen. Some of our staff, they unlived them. Their families have not been compensated up till today. What are you not telling me?
All right, Zai, thank you very much. We have an anonymous caller. Oh, dear. All right, apologies. 90.3, good morning, please. Ooh, busy lines. All right, Johnson on WhatsApp says, Jude, good morning. The sit-at-home currently affects markets and schools. Movement is no longer affected for a long time now. I'm currently in Port Harcourt, and I'm going to be driving to Uyo through Aba later today. That's Johnson. Johnson, thank you very much. Like I said, in the past 2 years or so, it's not, it's not like a ghost town on Monday for most of the eastern cities. Hi, Jude. Sit at home by Igbos show that the Igbos have reached their climax in money making. Still doesn't answer the question. Uchebeke from Ekbayala. Ejike is on the line. All right, let's get to hear from Ejike. Ejike is speaking to us from Onisha. All right, Ejike, good morning to you.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning, Ejike.
Yeah. Right, as I said, I'm calling you right from Awada.
Okay.
So, Awada in Onisha.
Yes.
Popular is one of popular place, which everyone goes personal. So, based on the question you asked, if based on sit at home is rightly unjust or is
the question I'm asking is, has the government done enough to end the sit at home order? That's the question. If the government is saying if you don't come to work, we'll not pay you, and making threats to people who don't go to school this period. So that's the question. Has the government done enough to convince people to go back?
Government have not done enough.
I see.
Because yes, earlier last year, government gave a research order that every market should be open, as well all the schools and banks. Even banks it's not only school and that's always closed, including banks. No commercial banks open on Monday here. So
what about now? What about today? You say you're in where? I heard.
I'm at home today. I'm at home.
Awada.
The information reaching me now is that so we don't have seen the main market. So you have seen that it's going to open for next week Monday. That if the main market that's a business no